Hello, meat maniacs, meat lovers, meat freaks,
Meat passionates.
meat drinkers. Today, review on our channel, not just regular review. It's one of the probably most popular, famous.
I would have thought so. There's probably one of the most popular meats available, especially the one available. I would say worldwide, because I know you can even get it in America. But what is it? Just stay tuned, and you're gonna find out in a minute.
In our opinion, most popular meat worldwide. From the definitely biggest meadery in the world.
In the universe, I think we already established that some time ago.
yeah, probably. Or maybe some aliens do with meat, we don't know. But from our knowledge, it's the biggest meadery in the world, and it's probably the most popular, most famous, most easy to get outside the Poland meat.
It's called Jadwiga from Apis.
From Meadery Apis.
Jadwiga, it's actually. You can show that.
Very nice. They got lots of different bottles. You can just get in a normal bottle or other ceramic bottles. Well, depends, but it's exactly same liquid inside.
Absolutely. Jadwiga is actually it's a Polish female name, but obviously I don't know that for sure, but I would imagine it's actually this particular meat was made after the Polish Queen Jadwiga.
Yeah, I believe.
That would make sense. So I think without further ado, should we just
let's just say it's the Poltorak. So it's one part of honey
to half a part
to half the part of water.
Water.
That's how we do it, Poltorak. Most strongest, most sweetness meat in Poland.
Yeah.
Like from the Polish style meats.
It's obviously sack strength, probably the most noble of them all in a Polish style meat. Also,
I will discuss with that most noble. Probably most people think it's most noble, but not necessarily bring the most flavor in my opinion.
But it's the most desired, and it's definitely the one which is the hardest to make. It's I wouldn't attempt even make it in a my in a home environment.
I think in home environment it's probably not possible to do it without adding some additional alcohol. That one got 16% of alcohol, and on the bag we got only the number of the batch
number.
Yeah.
If I see it correctly, is it 859/13 or
that's 3.
Right, I thought it's 13, so I thought maybe it's 2013, but probably isn't.
No idea what that mean. And that's it. Well, I think it's the time to.
Yeah, sure.
Right, should. Okay. Let's put it.
Thank you. Obviously, let's focus on the look first. As I mentioned, the color is quite dark. I would say dark amber.
Dark amber, definitely. Maybe oranges.
Yeah, I would say even going to the brownish.
Crystal clear.
Crystal clear. You could see actually how the legs, beautiful big legs, but again, 16%. That,
you can see in the glass it's actually full of body.
It's a full crown around the glass, so yeah, it looks absolutely amazing. Clarity 100%. No visible any particles, nothing. It's beautiful. And you can see how thick it is actually.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can see the body in the glass.
Yeah, you don't have to even taste it. You know it's going to be full bodied. But yeah, brilliant.
Okay.
Shall we just
first nose?
Oh.
Beautiful flora.
Yeah, but
fruity aroma, honey notes very strong.
Absolutely, the honey. For me, it was the main. On the nose. It was the first thing which hit me was honey.
16% alcohol, you can maybe a little bit on the buggy when you take very deep.
Yeah, but you really have to look for it.
Yeah.
So for a 60%, yeah, it's not really there, which is a plus.
A little bit sign of oxidation, but more like sherry notes.
Yes, but in that type of mead, this sort of a little type of a little bit of oxidation is actually desired, and this is very often the characteristic of Polish style meads, that this oxidation is there. So where sometimes you would classify it as a fault, actually in this mead it isn't. It actually brings what's the best in it. So
of course with some level, but that one have that one. Poltorak is also, we didn't say that. Poltorak is basically, Poltorak should be aging the longest from the all Polish style mead. Fruity sherry, little bit plum notes.
Which is exactly, that's exactly the type of the elements which come in oxidation.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cheers.
that's right.
Well, it's sweet, which is you can expect, but it's not killing sweet or.
No, it's sweet. However, you know, when you mentioned that on the nose, you don't have this alcohol. It is actually quite sharp in the mouth when you play with it a little bit. It's not so much like you don't taste this alcohol, but it is,
warming
yeah,
up,
but it is quite sharp, which probably what it is. It's quite well masked alcohol, but it's definitely there.
Oh, you have to be.
As I said, warming sensation.
But I want to make sure that, like, yes, alcohol maybe is a little bit sharp, warming, but as a whole mead, it's very round. Yeah,
absolutely. It's very
silked as well.
What you mentioned, sweetness at the first, and the sweetness will hit you. But then, for me, it was that bit of a sharpness around, and then this warming sensation. And then, to be honest, an aftertaste, so much is going on aftertaste.
Aftertaste is very long.
Yeah.
But it's not only sweet aftertaste. Actually, sweetness on aftertaste disappear. And it's more flavors, like same flavors what was in Aroma, which is sherry, fruity, maybe a little bit raisins as well.
Beautiful.
Apples.
And obviously the body, full-bodied.
Oh yeah. You can bite this meat.
you can chew it. But the thing is about this types of meat, not just this one particularly, but it is quite heavy, obviously, and you probably wouldn't drink a lot of it. It's something which you appreciate in a small dose.
Yeah, that's probably, I believe that's it for the. Well, depends how quick you drink, but it could be even whole evening with that, and. Definitely on coldest day than warm days. As a food pairing, I will looking something like sweets, mostly sweets,
like a dessert wine.
Yeah, like a dessert wine. So after meal, but very rich, very rich.
Really nice. And as I said, you probably can buy it anywhere in Europe. I know you can also get it in the USA.
Yeah, you can look in some shops, maybe some Polish shop. If not, if you're Europe, you can also try pitnemiody.pl shop. They shipping to the Europe. But I think if you do it bigger parcel, they might be gonna shipping also outside the Europe. And that meat is the all others meats from up is there, and much more, not just from Polish meat, also Lithuanian, Denmark. Definitely shop what I recommend for
the meat
lovers. Okay.
I think
anything else?
I think it's pretty much it. It's all round, very complex. Prime example of Polish style meat.
Yeah.
So
I think they get few medals. I can remember. They not send that meat anymore to the competition, but was times when was.
How many medals you can win, So.
True. Anyway, remember, give us a likes, give us a comments. We know most our videos is in Polish. Our English is not so perfect, but we try it. But if we get more English speaker public, we probably gonna do it more and more. Mead reviews, maybe some recipes coming soon. So just watch the channel, subscribe, and see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.